Hello everyone, welcome to the first day of school. Many of you who are full-time teachers have probably undergone that already on Tuesday. Some of you may have been doing it today. Today is September 8th and the first day of Turo classes. And this is my first day of school video. You can see that this is the announcement page. The first thing I want to remind everybody of, and I do this every semester because many people who take online courses believe they can get by doing as little as possible. And if that's your goal, then so be it. But in this course, you will learn a great deal if, and that's a big if, and you will get an A+, if, and that's a big if you watch all my videos. Because what I've tried to do is lay out this course with exemplars, with videos explaining what I expect, with clear rubrics, in a way that I want to model the kind of assessment practice that you should do when you become a teacher or if you are a teacher. No longer can we just accept the fact that some kids fail, some kids do mediocre, and some kids are smart and they get an A. Everyone should be able to get an A+. Everyone. We're talking about growth mindsets now rather than fixed mindsets. When I was a kid and in school, that was the belief that you had a fixed mindset. You can only learn so much because this kid was smart and this kid was dumb, this kid was so mediocre. That is not true. We know that the mind is pliable, that you can build new connections in your brain all the time. Even at my age, at 67 years old, I am building connections in my brain. So, what I'm expecting is that you will look at all the things that I put on here. The first thing I put on here is my welcome memo. You can either download the document by right-clicking on it, or just watch my video. I would recommend watching my videos because I usually go into a lot more depth in my videos. I mention some things that I might not have written about in my teaching memo. This is only going to be a video, so there will be no written part of it. So watch my welcome video. In that video, I ask you to email me something so I will know who you are. Those of you who don't email me the information I ask for, I will know, and I will hound you. I will write you emails. I will say, look, watch my welcome menu. Watch my welcome menu. And then you still won't respond to me because you probably haven't watched any of my memos, especially the one where I teach you how to put your Turo email on your phone, which I do. So that allows me to respond to you almost immediately because I check my email 50 times a day. Many of you won't do that. Many of you will have to sign on to Turo One portal and then check your email that way, and that's a pain in the neck, so you won't do it. But that's okay too. That will probably affect your grade as well. All right, the first thing that you need to do is to go on to Syllabus Start Here. As I mentioned in my welcome memo, click on me first. There are 5 videos there. If you've had a Blackboard course before, you may be able to skip video 1 and video 2, but I would check them out anyway. I have a table of contents on there, so you can look if there's a topic that you say, hey, I better check on that, like adding an avatar to your personal information. I also can tell those of you that haven't watched that video because you don't have an avatar. But these last 3, I would say you would need to watch because I grade my discussion boards differently than other professors. And so you need to become familiar with my rubric, what I expect, how many days I expect you to post, and how many posts I expect you to make, and what I expect to be in those posts. So that's important. The first, if you click on coursework by week, you'll see that I have sessions. My sessions are usually a week long, but we have some holidays right in the beginning in October especially, so some of the sessions are longer. My first session actually lasts for, I think, 11 days. So you'll have plenty of time to do the first session's assignments. Your assignment, there's the assignment folder. Many of you have asked about, wait a minute, where's the grade the DEJ's assignment or the first DEJ's assignment? I have eliminated a couple of assignments because once I added this baseline survey assignment, it was too much. So we will be doing double entry journals and grading some exemplar double entry journals, but that will come later. So don't panic. The first thing you should do before you do anything is to do this baseline survey. This baseline survey is worth 5% of your grade. This initial one is worth 1%, and the final one is worth 4%. What I would recommend is this first one, I'm just looking for you to support your comments with some evidence from your experience, either as a teacher or as a learner, a student, whatever. So just support your comments. Just don't say, I think summative assessment is this, I think formative assessment is this, I think norm reference tests are this. Support it with something. I never was good at them because, or I always struggled with these kind of tests because I really believe that these tests are good for assessing students' mastery of the standards, something of that nature. So, just so you're supporting your comments with some kind of evidence. And when you do your final one, and I would recommend that you fill this baseline survey out as you go through the course. So when we cover summative and formative assessments, which will be towards the end of the course, that you take notes and fill in this question number 1 so you won't be stressed out at the end. And you can support it with evidence. If you wait till the end to do this baseline survey, much like there's another assignment I ask you to do, that you shouldn't wait till the end either. But if you wait till the end, you're going to panic because you have several things that are due at the end of the course. If you do this while the course is going on, it'll be done. All you have to do is upload it. So, and plus the last one has to be in APA format where you use citations and references. The first one doesn't, so don't panic. And this is pretty much a pass-fail assignment. You'll notice that it really is all questions are answered and supported with evidence, and that's all I'm looking for. In the last one, I'll be looking for citations as evidence, and we'll talk about that when that comes. Do your introduction icebreaker. You can click on it here or go into all discussions over here on the left. That's the way I like to get around in the discussion boards because you really get to look and you can see how many people have responded. So far, nobody's responded to the session 1 and 2 discussion board, and that's fine. You have over 2 weeks to do that. You'll see that help. This is the introduction discussion board. I love this. You can see this is a Wordle I've created, and I updated it today. I can see there are 2 more posts since I've updated it, but you should go in there and I'm going to click on my 23 section because I'm going to yell at you guys because you should go in and talk to each other, get to meet each other. All you got to do is say hello. But you can see down here in the 23 section, no one, not one of all these people have talked to me. It said, hey, Dr. Tom, nice to meet you. And, like I said, I'm a 67-year-old professor. I'm retired from 32 years in the school system, public school system, but I have feelings too. I mean, you're ignoring me, Section 23. Why? What did I do? Anyway, I'm trying to use my sense of humor, which is always good to have, and an appropriate sense of humor when you're teaching. You can see here that some of you, Crystal, excuse me for mispronouncing, Namgai, Janice, have not put an avatar in. So I can tell you haven't watched one of my videos because I tell you how to put an avatar in. So I'm not trying to embarrass you. I just want you to go back and watch those videos. So introduce yourselves. I create a Wordle, and a Wordle is a piece of technology that you all could use, because what it does is it highlights you can see that it highlights the most frequently used words. So if you are summarizing a lesson and you use certain technology, say your students have iPads, there's technology you can use where you can ask a question and students will answer it on their iPad, and it goes up on your overhead or your board or onto your computer, and you can create a Wordle and you can see the responses that are most frequent, like here: working, years, live or live, teaching, loves, and school. Those are the things most often used. So that's about it. There's also, you'll see, let me go back into coursework by week. You'll see my objectives: appropriately annotate text using a double entry journal. That's a strategy I use in all my classes because I think it's a powerful tool, especially in elementary school, to teach students how to increase their comprehension of material by making connections to the text. And I'm also looking for you to describe what it means, to be able to describe what it means to be assessment literate. Many of us talk about testing like we know what we're talking about. You will find out by the end of this course that few of you know a lot about assessment and what's appropriate assessment and how to do it effectively. Maybe some of you do, but I found in my experience most of you don't. So there are your learning targets, and I went over the first assignment, which was the baseline survey. You also have the introduction icebreaker. This is the assessment illiteracy discussion board. You can visit it by clicking on here. You'll see that you have readings that you have to connect to, reference, cite. In your initial post, you have to use APA format, and you have to upload it here as a Word document. So I would write your initial post as a Word document. You don't have to double space and use headers and a title page. You just have to use APA format when citing, and you have to have a reference list at the end. That's all I'm looking for. Proper citations, reference list at the end. If you're confused as to how to do that, go to the Owls Purdue website, or the Purdue Owls website, and they have an APA, everything you need to know about APA format. This discussion board isn't due till September 28th, so you have 20 days to do this, to make 6 posts, 10 posts if you want an A+, on 3 different days, 4 days if you want an A+. So you have a long time to do this. So I would, of course, if you make your initial post within the first 3 days, you get a few extra points. Not that many, but a few extra. You have actually, I think, 7 days to make your initial post to get an A in that category. So your initial posting. Initial posting is made within the first 7 days. This is an A. 4.75 points out of 5 is an A, and that's why I do it. Distinguished should be an A. Advanced should be an A+. So that's what I'm looking for there. Upload your initial post. That actually is pass-fail. You'll get a grade. That's, I think each initial post is worth 1% of your grade. So that's it for my first day of school post. I look forward to meeting all of you. I look forward to interacting with all of you. And when we do, in one of our assignments, we'll actually do a video, so I'll get to see all of you. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about this semester, and I'm looking forward to all of you becoming assessment literate.